Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Danny and this is 12 Against Sports and Outdoors. I appreciate you taking the time to click on this video. Before I get too far into it, hit that thumbs up button for me if you don't mind. It helps the channel out a lot, doesn't cost you a dime. A couple of things I wanted to do. I wanted to say thank you, and if I keep glancing over, I got my dog, my son's dog up here with me, so I'm just making sure he's not getting into anything. I want to thank everyone who has recently subscribed to the channel, been picking up on my content, commenting on videos. I just did my kind of rant video about the price of cards, and I started that video out talking about my friend Patrick, Cardhobbyist, and how he just did a video about the YouTube Hall of Fame. I didn't do a very good job there of segueing and what I was trying to do. Patrick does these videos called Off the Cuff, where he gets on camera and he just rolls with some stuff, and he talks about things, and that's kind of what I was trying to do. So if you're not familiar with Patrick, I'm gonna put a link to his channel below. He's a buddy of mine, buddy of a lot of ours from a couple years back, where he was doing budget breaks and different things. He's a guy like me that, as the price of cards got expensive and cards became rare, he kind of got pushed out of the game for a little bit, but he's back making card videos from time to time, binder videos and everything. So Patrick, hope you're doing well. Another thing I wanted to do was shout out a couple channels real quick. One is Bum Luck Collector, and he's been doing a big head chase, opening up update hanger boxes. I've been doing update hanger boxes, so it's kind of resonating with me a little bit. He's doing a really good job there. He's got around 200 subs, so that's pretty cool to kind of be watching him do that, and then watching me kind of, or him watching me, and kind of going back and forth on that a little bit. But anyhow, I'll put a link to his channel down below. And the last one is, or the next one, I don't know if it's the last one, is Card Wolf, and a channel I've just recently come across. I think he's got 80 subs. He just did a video where he talked about some 73 cards. I wanted to, before I jump in this too far, here is my 1973 binder, where I made a custom like baseball card picture. It's always weird to move on camera. And that's me and my son on like a Father's Day, where they gave me some stuff like a fishing box, a Predators hat. Anyhow, that it's supposed to be in the 1973 design, and then he's been showcasing card 1, which is that Babe Ruth card right there, and I just wanted to show I do have a copy of that card. It's a good card. My 73 set is far from complete. I think I don't even remember. I'll have to go back and look at my numbers on that. Anyhow, so give these guys a look. I've not shouted out anybody in quite some time, and my apologies for that. I used to do it all the time, and it's one of those things. Once you've been in the game for a while, you get stagnant, and last year was rough on a lot of us that had been in there for a little bit, and we're all trying to find our way back in. Cards seem to be more available, but I appreciate everyone. I was over 100 views for that rant video. It never hardly happens on my channel. I got over 100 views on the box I won from John Sports Cards back around Christmas time. I think I did that New Year's Eve, and then after that I was down for a little bit, but anyhow, I wanted to talk about something aside from that. Of course, touch on that video a little bit, shout those guys out. But it's a big day for me today. I had a logo change, and I want to show you something. My middle child, Hannah, is a budding artist. She likes to do things. She got an app on her phone or tablet or something, where she was able to make artwork. And one of my Christmas presents from her was, I'm going to put my glasses on, was this right here. And it was a custom piece of artwork. And again, it's hard to showcase things on camera. And I have already uploaded that image, and you'll see it down in the lower left-hand corner, lower right-hand corner as you watch this. Basically, I had her take the font off, or the text off, because the font wasn't right. But I did use an image. That image, she designed it. She drew it. She's got a bass chasing a baseball there, like it's a lure. So that's going to be my new logo. The logo that I was using that I couldn't actually call it my logo. I've got a breaking mat here, and that's the logo that I was using. I couldn't claim that as my logo. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a background story on it in case you're out there and you're a channel that maybe hasn't chosen something. So when I first started my channel in early 2019, like a lot of people, I did a Google search on something. I found a baseball logo or an image that I liked. I copied the image and I pasted it on something, and I used it, and I used it for, let's just say, a year and a half without much thought, other than thinking, you know what, one day I'll get a custom logo and it'll be different, it'll be better. A couple years back, we were all making personalized baseball cards, and we were autographing those and calling them one-on-ones or whatever, and then we were sending them out. And I was making them just like a lot of people were making them, and sending them to people when I sent them care packages, and we were trying to send autographs, and it was a way to kind of get your channel name on somebody else's channel, like in the background, and it helped advertise your channel. So it was a really neat deal, and I hope we do it again. But when I made those, I realized after the fact that the logo that I was using had one of those like deals going across it that had the company's name on it. It was very light, and you really couldn't see it on my card. So I felt bad about that. So I was like, you know what? I've kind of ripped that logo off. So I changed it. I made another one, and it was close to hunting season, it seemed like, and so I took my font is actually got the font on my breaking mat here. It's a font called Poor Richard, and so I actually used the name of my channel there as my official logo. And then I took some like green and brown like spray paint type effect, and I made this camouflage looking logo with that name, and I used it for a little bit, and I was like, you know what, it's okay, but I just really liked that gnarly looking baseball thing. So I went back and I found that company, and I looked into it and actually bought the rights to use it. Not solely, but I had paid permission to use it, and I don't remember what it cost me. It was like $5 or $10. It wasn't much, but part of the agreement on that was that I was not allowed to call that my logo, and I was like, cool. He said, but I could reproduce it in print up to like 500,000 times or something stupid like that. So I was able to make baseball cards to send to people, or I like the Christmas cards I just did. Inside the front cover of the Christmas cards I sent out, I had that image, or I had 12 Against Sports and Outdoors at the top, that image, and at the bottom like a piece of holly with a bell or something in it. So I was able to send those out, and there's no repercussions for that. But the whole time I've been wanting something that was custom for me, right? And that way I didn't have to worry about it. And so my daughter drew that. She came up with the colors. She came up with everything on it, like I said. And it's a bass chasing a ball. And so I have officially today changed my image over to that. And it's going to be a little bit different for me. I'm going to have to play with it a little bit. Maybe see about putting my font and my stuff around it. But anyhow, I want to publicly thank my daughter for putting that together for me. And I'm excited about rolling that out. And, I feel a little bit of resurgence in my channel right now, being able to find product. I feel a bit of resurgence trying to, get out and interact with other channels, comment on other stuff, have folks comment on mine. It's really cool. One thing that's been a little bit humbling as I've watched these YouTube Hall of Fame videos that folks have posted was there are a lot of channels out there. There were way more channels out there than I had really realized. 3 years ago there were only seemingly a couple hundred. There may have been more than that, but that's really what it seemed like. And then a lot of us came in 2019, and it's been on fire ever since. And now there are thousands of channels out there, and it is really cool to watch people nominate channels. Just to see how the card community is, see how big it is and how broad it is. And I'm watching videos, and there's a lot of different folks being nominated, and some of it I think we're at the mercy of what YouTube recommends to us, right? And I don't know if it's based on our demographics or the area of the country that we live in. Most of the channels that I seemingly interact with and I'm in Tennessee, or Georgia, Alabama, and then in the Northeast. I don't interact with a whole lot of West Coast channels. I used to interact with Dodgers fan Drew, DFD, and Joester back when they were cranking out videos, but I think they've stepped out of the game for just a little bit, and been a while actually for Joester. But other than that, not a whole lot of people from the West Coast. So it's interesting to get back, kind of out there and seeing how big the card collecting community is, seeing how the folks who've come in the last 6 months to a year have, they've still got the energy and they're still going at it, and they didn't even see it a few years ago when we were all ripping $3 packs and spending $10 on a video, and encouraging one another and all that kind of stuff. So anyhow, it's been fun kind of getting acquainted with new channels out there, and still seeing some of my buddies like Omyo Tenney, who's still ripping cards from time to time, putting videos out. Anyhow, that is really all I wanted to say. It's again a big day for me. I texted my daughter today after I got it changed over and everything, and she was excited. Text my wife. Text a close buddy of mine, who's Buttermilk, whose wife is an artist, and I knew he would be tickled about it. He's like, "Looks good, man." And just anyhow, I'm thankful. So again, I'm going to link some channels in the description below. Didn't want to get on here and ramble too much. Thanks for those that have watched recently. Hopefully we can keep this going. I've said, I take classes at school, and at some point I've really got to throw myself at those. But I'm going to try to keep doing some videos, man. It feels good to be re-engaged with the card community and getting back in touch with my collection again. So I'm going to cut it right here. Subscribe to the channel if you hadn't already. Hit that thumbs up button like I said before. Go check out some of these channels. Leave me a comment. Tell me what's going on. Let me know if you collect the 73 top set. Let me know if you've got a custom logo, or if it's just something that you found out there like I did for so long. So that's going to do it for today's video. Peace out, guys, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.